I hope everyone is ready because Mr. Freeze is coming for you. I mean, if this verifies, that would have the entire New York City Metroplex complex covered in a sheet of ice. So that would be crazy. Yeah, buckle up because super winter weather is almost at your doorstep. And it's weird. Sometimes you can notice the model patterns matching the coronal hole patterns. And so we have a large coronal hole in the sun that will be spewing fast moving solar wind towards Earth in the next few days. And then we have a failed sunspot facing us as well. So yeah, everything's about to be interesting because when the sun acts weird, Earth weather acts weird, and people kind of lose their minds. So, the sun's been acting weird for a while, and people have been kind of losing their minds for a while. And the weather is getting downright crazy. So I hope you're prepared because we have a very serious situation on our hands. Welcome to the Valentine's Day situation. Says Houston Mayor Sylvester Turner, wherever you are on Sunday, be prepared to stay there until Tuesday. That's kind of romantic, I guess. Says Harris County Judge Linda Hidalgo at a news conference on the Arctic blast hitting the Houston area. And it's going to be a pretty strange, very anomalous situation as Arctic air digs super deep down, even into Mexico, through Monday and Tuesday, and then you get another shot coming on the 17th. So be prepared for about 9 days of wild weather. This is a cornucopia of wild winter mixed precipitation color situations we got going on all across the board. I mean, at some point, everybody's going to get kind of freezy or snowy or sleety or rainy or floody. And flooddy's kind of one thing that's not being talked about as much that I would like to mention here now. We've been tracking this map pretty much nonstop for the last 2 weeks, and this is the most amount of orange we have seen on the board. And the orange signifies more than 7 inches of rain, anywhere up to like 10 inches. And so you're talking the Pacific Northwest, who keeps getting hammered hard. You've got almost yellow in there. And then definitely down in the south, you're talking the panhandle of Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, Kentucky, Virginia. A lot of people are going to be getting very wet if you don't get snowy, icy in that situation. So, yeah, it's going to be wild, bro. And we started having the temperature change over here in Houston this morning. And then I got a horrible migraine. And I like to think, hey, yo, dude, you know what? I'm super tough. But then when I get a migraine, I realize maybe I'm not that tough. Anyway, migraines are no fun. But, so yeah, just expect the next 8 days to be like kind of crappy. And remember, I said before the year started that January would probably suck. February up to the 20th would probably suck. But then things would get better and keep staying better. And so we would probably have a good spring and a great summer. So that's a little ray of hope that you can hang on to as we head through, the next week, which is definitely going to be wild. And I think there are going to be earthquake situations on top of that. But please don't downplay the ice. We had a major 133 car pileup in Texas, DFW, that killed 6 people. And then we had a major wreck here in Houston. They had to shut the road down because of ice earlier this morning. So ice is not something you really want to mess with. All right, let's step through the situation. And one thing that we have been watching is this isobar line, which represents pressure, which a lot of times when the isobar lines get tight, that represents wind as well. So you are going to get a very windy situation with a lot of this snow, sleet, and ice. So here we are on the 13th today, and you get a lot of moisture moving over the south, and Florida is going to be getting quite a bit of rain. Look at that. That's a lot of rain down here, and then you get a lot of rain and snow moving in the Pacific Northwest, and we're still in Friday as that storm. But look, crap, shucks, shizzle. We're backing it up because you can see there's already ice forming here. And then now we move forward, and then you get this. And so this is when the Texas blizzard begins on Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day, y'all. And then you get more rain pumping through the south as you get more ice, snow, and rain coming to the Pacific Northwest. And then this is when big Texas problems late Valentine's Day night into Monday morning, President's Day. Happy President's Day, y'all. All right. And so, and then, but by Monday morning, you've just got Texas covered in snow, ice, sleet, and then rain at the south. And then you get the ice sliver moving up through this area underneath the high pressure. So it's going to get crazy. And then look at that, dude. That is a bona fide Texas blizzard. And then you get a giant swath of snow that goes all the way down from like Brownsville up into almost Nova Scotia. If I'm bad at geography, then please forgive me. And then look at this. You're talking about ice in Louisiana, Alabama, probably Mississippi. And then so you get this just sliver of ice that's just going to ice everybody. And then you're going to get a lot of ice in some of the largest population areas in the Northeast. And that is only the 16th. So then it kind of clears out for like a half a day. And everybody's like, oh my God, it wasn't as bad as everybody said it was. Then here comes the ice again in South Texas. You get more snow in Texas. This is Wednesday. So it's almost like you should close the schools in Texas for the week, in my opinion. And then so you get this giant chunk of ice down here in South and East Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas. Now look at this. This extends into Mexico all the way up into like Iowa. I'm going to pick a state, Ohio. And this is literally like an ice dragon, in my opinion. And look at all that ice situation. And this is going to create ice across multiple states, multiple highways. And then look at that just chunk of ice, man. And this is what I'm just fascinated with. That would put New York City and all this area just under tons and tons of ice. This could be one of the worst ice storms I've seen since I've been here at THORnews doing this. And look at that. That is just a ton of ice. If that verifies and that's what it is, ooh, doggy. And then that moves out. And so that is, and then you get the West Coast getting hit again. But so, you know, today is the 12th, and then this situation wouldn't really end until the 20th. So we've got about definitely 8 days of super wild and craziness. And just a sidebar point, whenever the models show tons of weather over like a first 8-day span, then it pretty much shows no weather for whatever days are left. So we'll have to guess what happens after that. Harry is like, hey, man, I don't think anyone realizes that the winds will be gusting near 35 miles per hour with the Texas snow. I'm like, well, I've been talking to everybody about the isobars for like 2 weeks, so I hope they do. And that's why I've been saying Texas blizzard, but we'll see. Eric Webb is definitely getting concerned about the northern Piedmont of North Carolina tonight. Many locations from Greensboro to Roxboro have already seen 0.1 to 0.2 inches of ice accrual today, with an additional 0.25 or more possible tonight on top of that. Warning criteria ice accumulations are very likely, in his opinion. And I definitely wouldn't be surprised to see some type of volcanic or earthquake activity of a major, larger level across the globe over the next 10 days. Just throwing that out there. And some of these places will not reach above freezing temperatures for quite a while. So if you do have snow, sleet, or ice on the ground, it'll stay there. So that will present an interesting situation for sure. And I know the ice and the freezy is getting all the attention, but I do not want to undercut or undersell the flood potential for the south and east. You know? And so, just putting it out there. That's what I do. And then amidst this extreme February pattern, we've got one of the wildest Fujiwara interactions Stu Ostro has ever seen. And Fujiwara is like a binary low situation, which we definitely have going on. Hey, Europe, I'll cover you guys in a different video if that's okay. And happy Lunar New Year to everybody. It's the year of the ox. So let's get to it. What does that mean? I don't even know. By let's get to it, I mean let's stay home and stay safe, you know? Because like I said, it's going to be a very icy situation for a whole lot of people. Okay? I will keep you guys posted. That's what I do. Hey, and speaking of that, every single month for THORnews, I do a fundraiser to keep THORnews up and running. And except, for the months that I didn't make my fundraiser goal, I do another mini fundraiser in the middle of the month. And because it's February, which is a shorter month, that means this weekend is surprise fundraiser for THORnews. I was only $696 short. So, hey, if you want as a Valentine's Day gift or just a thank you for all the work I've done for 8 years or this year or I'm going to do this year, and you've taken care of yourself, your family, your friends, your pets, be sure to bring your pets inside also, by the way. If you want to make a contribution or donation, I got a snail mail, a PayPal, a Venmo, a CashApp, a Patron. I have not done my winter preparations for this big coming 8 days. Although it'll probably only be like 3 days that we have to really worry about it here in Houston. But if you'd like to contribute and donate, I would really appreciate it. Man, that's all I do. I work hard and I put out excellent information consistently, in my opinion. So I love you. I appreciate you. And I'll do my best as your Planetary Defense Commander to continue to give you guys information over this week and for the rest of the year, hopefully. I don't know. 2021 is filled with surprises. But I appreciate everybody. And you guys are great. And I'm grateful. Okay, great. But yeah, wow. Here comes the swing of the pendulum. Think of the hurricane force low in the North Atlantic and the atmospheric flow associated with it. It's like a vacuum about to suck the other three into the North Atlantic. Explosive period ahead. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah, happy Lunar New Year to everybody out there celebrating. And happy Valentine's Day to anyone out there celebrating. To me, there's nothing doomier than dating in the modern age or Valentine's Day. So there you have a dose of doom in this weekend if you want it. Yay. Yeah, watch out, Pacific Northwest. I always think that you guys are super tough. You're like half Canadian. So you can handle no matter what comes your way. But you guys have been getting hit pretty hard. Just know that I'm sending love and prayers to everybody's way, really. All right. Stay cool. God bless everyone. Try and have a great weekend. And I will try and bring you guys non-stop updates. Unless, I get really depressed or the migraine comes back. Let's hope that doesn't happen, though. Okie dokie. You guys know what to do. Peace out.